Hi, I'm Chelsea Kleber, and today I'm going to show you how to set up a Google Classroom and also how to work a Google Classroom. So after this video, you will know just a slight bit of what Google Classroom is, how to set one up, and how to just kind of post and work assignments. So let's start. So I'm going to start first by going to our main screen. And so this is where all our classes are. So right now, all I have is just one classroom. So we're just going to go to English Language Arts, and this is where all of my assignments will be posted. For the sake of privacy, I made a mock Google Classroom where I just made a few friends join, whereas you will not see my real students due to privacy. So anyway, so this is the first assignment. So we will go to classwork, and this is just long A spelling, our first one, and I can see where all of the students have logged in. So this is the assignment, long A, spelling. This is what they need to do. All they're going to do is write their name and number, and instead of circling, they're just going to highlight the word and go on. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to long A spelling. Whenever it's going to work, come here then. And so we're going to go to Miss Carlin. So Miss Carlin, this is where she did it and she turned it in. So I can check hers for accuracy. So let's say, so for number one, she put she didn't do the correct whale. So right here, I can click on it and go to add comment, and I could say something about use digraph sounds. And spelling. And so, and it'll post, and she'll see this right here, and she will be able to, better comprehend of what she had to do. And so, that's just a little thing to kind of go in and, add comments. A lot of times I'll go add comments whenever students are doing writings, and so I'll go in to say like add extra detail, or I'll go in and highlight and say, correct this, just little things like that. And so you can see like right here it says she has turned in, and if let's say like she didn't do something right, I can return it back to her, and I could say like sometimes if they'll miss a question, I can just say please go finish the work, whereas these two people have not completed their assignments yet, and so whenever they will turn it in, it'll come right here, and it's just a little like submit button that we have on Moodle. So okay, so this is just kind of like the basics of what Google Classroom will look like. So now I'm going to show you how to add your own. So right here, we're in Google Classroom. You're going to hit the plus sign, and you're going to hit create class. And yes, I've read, continue. Okay, so I'm going to create a classroom, and I'm going to put fun Google Classroom. Okay, section, ETC, no, subject, ETC, and then room, we're not going to put any of that. So here we go. So it's going to create one, and it's going to be shown up in like our this like where our actual classroom is. And so okay, so here we go. So here's our classroom, and for us to add classwork, we're going to first come to classwork. We're going to hit create, and you can have all of these different things. For our sake, we're going to hit assignment, and so I'm just going to title let's say culminating writing. Let me just put writing for time's sake. Okay, and then you can add some instructions. I would say write a story about Mardi Gras. Okay, so right here we see where it says points. This is where it's important. This is where you can grade their assignments. So for our sake, we're not going to do 100. We're just going to do 10. We can put a due date, and we're going to put it for, let's say, next Friday. Yes, and then topics. The more topics you have, the more organized it will be. I know for me, for ELA, I'll put all of their units in different topics, and for social studies, same thing. I'll put their different tasks or units in there. So I'll just put topic, and I'll just put stories Julian tells. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to go to my Drive button. Now, this is where you can access all of your Drive information. So I want my culminating writing. This is my recent. So I can go to Upload, Recent, My Drive, Starred. Personally, I rather recent because normally it's just easier to find, but I can also come into my Google Drive and find others. So here's my culminating. And then we see where it says students can view file. That just means the students can look at it. I want it to where the students can have a copy for each. And you see where this one says students can edit? That means all students. So let's say I just want one for Carlin, one for Janelle, and one for Lauren. I want to hit this make a copy for each student. But if let's say I just want all of them to, like, let's say they're in a group work to edit it, then I would hit this. But for our sake, I want each to have their own individual, and I'm going to assign it. This is where it will be in their classroom. Now also, I'm going to come back and I'm hit edit. Because I want to show you something. You see where it says first, students. Let's say I want to just send it to maybe 2 students. I can, instead of hitting 2, I can change it to maybe, for all, I can maybe change it for just 2 if I wanted. Also, on the bottom right here, this is a link. One time, many of times I'll just link different Quizlets or Kahoots or anything like that. This is where you can do that. Same thing for YouTube. You just copy URL and then, paste it from here, and just different attachments from your Drive and whatnot. So we're going to come to save. And that's kind of like the basics of Google Classroom. And another thing, for people to join your classroom, go to the toolbar or the toolbox, I guess, or the settings. I don't know. I call it the toolbox. I kind of have weird names for everything. And where it says class code, whenever we just hit the plus sign from original, you can either hit join or create. Whenever you want to join, you can put this, and all you can, I know for me, whenever I have it, I just put it on my smartboard, and the students will copy this from the smartboard and put it in, and then they'll be in my classroom. And so they'll do that by coming to classes and hitting this plus sign and doing it from this way. This is just a few small tidbits about Google Classroom. I hope this has helped you. And by this video, you should be able to know how to create a Google Classroom and also know what Google Classroom is. Thank you.